Good morning, FPL managers. It's freezing and I already regret the transfers that I made last night. So today is just going swimmingly so far. Before I tell you what I did, I need to talk you through my thought process. Now, I basically have been blinded by Salah. Absolutely. I thought last game week, I need to take out Haaland and I need to bring in Salah. That's my plan, blah, blah, blah. And then I suddenly thought, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is the man that I need to get. Plus, Trent is injured. And what do we say on this channel, which I don't follow, but I need to? Put out the fires first. Don't get distracted by shiny new players. Just put out the fires. So an option I had was to downgrade Trent. And there were loads and loads of options I could bring in because he's at such a high price point. And then I could upgrade Brennan Johnson to Saka. And that's nice, but it means that I don't have Salah for Southampton away. And Salah has hurt me in recent game weeks. He has now become the Haaland of my season. However, I then thought it doesn't matter because Haaland is against a very, very poor Spurs defence this game week. So stick with Salah, stick with Haaland, don't bother with Salah, bring in Saka, and Arsenal have a really nice run of fixtures in the upcoming game week. So you're set for the future. Don't just get blinded by one fixture like you have done. Plus, you're dealing with the whole Trent situation. Anyway, I didn't do that because I was so blinded by Salah. So I did do Brennan Johnson to Salah, which was a very pointless transfer for last game week, but here we are. And then I started to think, could I try and get in Haaland and Salah? I could, but it involves ripping up the team, and I thought there's no point doing that. But I thought maybe Saka is the one to focus on. But then I really wanted Isak, and I could have transferred out Trent and then upgraded Wood to Isak. But I had a lot of stresses. So anyway, what I ended up doing was Brennan Johnson to Salah, and then Haaland is out for Isak. And one of the things that tipped me over the edge with this was I was watching Black Box last night, and Az was talking about how he feared not having Salah and not having Isak. And we're going out for brunch tomorrow with one of my friends and her partner is a massive Liverpool fan. So we're going out for food, and then we're going to a bar specifically to watch that Liverpool game. And I thought, in terms of my weekend, if Haaland goes mad today and I don't have him, I'll be over it by tomorrow and it won't really disrupt my weekend too much. But if Haaland blanks and then I have to sit through a Liverpool game with a Liverpool fan and Salah goes on an absolutely crazy one, and then Monday Night Football, I don't have Isak, that will be sad for me. I won't be very happy. So I've gone for the expected Yelena happiness statistic on this, but it could all go wrong. Anyway, here's my team. So this is what we're looking like this game week. Now, I have got the dilemma of Chris Wood versus Strand Larsen, which is just one that I didn't really want to have to face, but here we are. I've gone for Chris Wood at the moment. Now, I think people are underestimating Forest. Defensively this season, we've seen a massive improvement in them. Yes, it's away from home, but Forest against Arsenal has actually got quite a good history. The first time they played them in the Premier League, I think they lost about 5-0. It was an absolute bloodbath. But then, next fixture, Forest managed to beat Arsenal 1-0. And then I think the following two matches have always been 2-1 to Arsenal. So it hasn't been a massive haul. And that's one of the things that put me off bringing in Saka. I thought, I could probably wait a little bit. There was also the thought that I could transfer out Palmer and do a very easy upgrade to Salah or Saka. But Palmer against Leicester, I'm not going to get him out for that one. So I have gone for Chris Wood, and a common denominator in all of the Forest Arsenal games is actually Taiwo Awoniyi. He's scored in the last 3 Premier League fixtures. Obviously the first one did not score, but the other 3 he has done. So I'm thinking, with him out, who's front and centre? Chris Wood. So I'm going to play him, and I've seen him on quite a few benches recently, so I think maybe that could give me a bit of an edge. And also, where I don't yet have double Arsenal defence, if Chris Wood can score a goal, that will ease the pain of Raya losing his clean sheet, but also be quite good for me rank-wise for those people that do have double Arsenal defence. So we are going to stick with Chris Wood. Strand Larsen I would like to go for, but it's Fulham away, and I think Fulham will probably be fairly solid. Hopefully that one works out for me. And then in terms of captaincy, of course, I've had to put the captaincy on Mo Salah, brought him in for Southampton specifically. So I'm feeling all right about that one. There is a temptation to go for Isak captain, but I don't think I'll do it. Palmer as well. I would definitely captain Palmer in this if it wasn't the early kickoff. Palmer was the Sunday night fixture. I would probably go there, but for this week, I don't think I'm going to. And I'm just going to have to suck it up if he has a massive haul. It doesn't matter, because I feel good about having Palmer, Salah and Isak. I think that's nice. And then Semenyo's got a nice fixture. I can see Brighton conceding, definitely. My defence, should we talk about it? It's awful, it's awful. And yes, I have ignored the fire. I've gone against my crucial rule to put out the fires first. I haven't done that, but I have got Mo Salah and Isak. So And also, I looked at for next week's fixtures, my defence actually looks okay, even without Trent. So that could potentially be one to roll. I'm obviously losing money on him. Not ideal, but I have never really thought about team value, and I'm not going to start now. And also, there is the question of whether or not I can get Haaland back game week 18, especially if he gets back into the rhythm and the swing of things. But I spoke to my FPL nemesis, and he's done the exact same transfers as me this game week, which makes me feel a little bit better, because I'm really focused on that mini league. However, he also has his wild cards. He's got a really easy route back to Haaland, and he said, how will you get Haaland back? And I said, that is game week 18's problem, which it will come to game week 18, and I'll regret this blasé attitude. But so that is how we are lining up. I do think I probably, I'm just saying this now because I've made the transfer, but I think I probably should have brought in Saka and then upgraded Wood or Strand Larson, because having 2 fun picks in my team, probably excessive, but there's no way I'm getting rid of Chris Wood when he's got Ipswich next week. And then Strand Larson, it's just, yeah, it's nice to have an easy person to put on the bench, and that's probably what he does provide, but not feeling 100% at the moment about my transfers. I also haven't told Az what transfers I made, and he's going to be annoyed, which will be funny. It'll be nice if these transfers can pay off, because the season, the drop, 3.6 million, is not good whatsoever. So we'll go with Salah, we've got Isak, and hope for the best. Hello. It's horrible, absolutely horrible outside, but I need to walk the dog. Currently, Chelsea are 1-0 up. No Palmer involvement, but when it's your own team, I'm expecting him to get some points. It might be a different story at the end of the match, but I'm not feeling that annoyed about it. And also the fact that I haven't got my captaincy on Palmer, that's a massive pressure off. Update number 2, second goal for Chelsea. No Palmer involvement, but 2-0 up, fine. Just check Palmer's score. He's on for 3 points. If we can keep the clean sheet, that would be really positive. And obviously, I'd be hoping for a bit more from Palmer. But you win some, you lose some. I'm sure he'll be good in the coming weeks. It'll be interesting to see the highlights. I've heard it's quite a scrappy game. And I'm obviously now thinking, maybe double up on Chelsea's attack, considering we've got such a nice fixture run. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Watch match of the day, see how we go on, and keep my fingers crossed that in the next 15 minutes we get something from Palmer. So the weather's managed to get worse, but Chelsea, that was a penalty, so they've conceded in, I think, the 95th minute. I definitely need to watch what's gone on in this game. I need BC Sport, or I need to move to another country where I can watch other football games, because that's a big priority. Annoying. So Palmer's clean sheet points. He's still on, I checked, he hasn't got a yellow card or anything, still got 2 points. Again, didn't waste the captaincy on him. Not that it would have been a waste, because I think he was a solid captaincy shout, but it's that early fixture, of course, away from home. Just there were a few things indicating not to go to him. So we'll see how positive we are at the moment, even though the weather's awful. Trying to remain positive and look on the bright side. Let's scrap the positivity. The weather's awful. Cue a sad montage. Just check the lineups. Chris Wood is benched. So annoying. Could have sold him, but no, I'm going to stick with him for Ipswich away. Could have benched him, but oh no. Heaven forbid I bench Chris Wood against Arsenal. Oh, honestly, this game. We're going to leave you with more of a sad montage. I'm in Leigh-on-Sea. I've said that such venom. I'm in Leigh-on-Sea. Normally it looks lovely in the sunshine. Now it looks like a scene out of Wuthering Heights. So, yeah, it's going to plod along. I'm listening to Tom the Taxi Driver. If you haven't checked him out on YouTube, so good. He's done some interviews, so I'm listening to one of those and trying to cheer up over this stupid game. You may be watching this and thinking, you're being hypocritical, because last week Garnacho was benched and you were telling us, no, come on, bench and score. Yeah, that's fine, because Garnacho is in the same bracket as a Brennan Johnson or a Trossard, probably of previous seasons, where they come off the bench and they score. It's just, you know, it's going to be Chris Wood. He's just in the right place at the right time. He needs that 90 minutes to get lucky, basically, and I don't see that happening. I don't see Abenai playing for the full 90, so I do see Chris Wood coming on and probably blocking anything Strand Larson manages to get. there might be hope. If there is, then Chris Wood is a legend once more. But this weather's really been helping. I just remembered that I advised FPL Nemesis to bench Chris Wood. What was I thinking? Why would I give that kind of advice? Why didn't I lie? Why didn't I say, oh no, captain Chris Wood, because he's got a great record against Arsenal. But actually it's Taiwo Onai with the one time I do a bit of research. Taiwo Onai's got the great record against Arsenal. Oh, heaven forbid you play him, even though it's probably likely. Oh, it's not likely he's going to score. What's happening? Well, not score, play. I'm flustered. There's hair stuck to my face. I don't know. All the signs were there, I guess, with hindsight, that Onai would be played for this fixture because he performed well against Arsenal and it's obviously a massive match. But didn't clock. Just spoke about, oh, well, if Taiwo Onai is so good against Arsenal, Wood will be. No, Wood will be on the bench. So sorry for the angle, basically going straight up my nose, trying to move back, but it's just embarrassing, isn't it? Being a ranting woman walking the dog in the rain in a bright red coat, moaning about a fantasy football player being benched. Makes you really reconsider your hobbies sometimes. Why can't I just be into knitting and then at the end of this weekend I'd have a nice tea cozy or a, I don't know, crocheted donkey. I have crocheted a donkey before. That's not a random suggestion, and that's not a brag, but I did have a little dabble in crochet and then my life got taken over by FPL. But I'm gonna go and, I don't know, make a cup of tea or something, relax, and then time for the 3 PMs to be disappointed again. Cue probably Cunha doing something massive because I don't own him, and then Strand Larson just to rub it in on the bench. Something will happen. Nori's going to lose his clean sheet. Don't even know who else I've got playing. Semenyo will break his ankle. I need to be positive because I told Az off for being so negative last game week. But I'll get it out of my system while the weather's rubbish. Also, the sound on this is probably awful because I'm through my AirPods, so enjoy that. I decided to avoid looking at notifications for the 3 o'clock kickoffs because I don't know if you can tell from the previous video that I did, but I was in a very good mood. So we're at half time, I'm going to check the results. My dream scenario is that Chris Wood is off the bench for some reason and comes on and scores within 2 minutes. A Saka blank, nothing from any Arsenal defender. I don't know whether I want to lose the clean sheet, to be honest, because I have got Raya in goal. Oh, I'm not sure. Strand Larson to have blanked. Ideally, Wolves to have not scored. There's quite a lot that I'm relying on. A Rodgers goal would be nice. So let me check. Right, Arsenal is 1-0 against Forest. Bukayo Saka, Odegaard assist. Right, cool. Villa have scored and Palace have scored too. Ollie Watkins goal. Transferred him out last week. It's fine. John McGinn assist. And then 2 goals from Palace. Didn't consider any Palace assets. Bournemouth Brighton. If this is João Pedro, that's another annoying one. However, Raf's collapsed. João Pedro is okay because I could bring him in next game week for Wood. Yep, João Pedro goal in 4 minutes. Nothing from Semenyo. Everton Brentford 0-0, so nothing from Mbeumo. And then Fulham Wolves 1-0. Cunha goal. Lamina assist. Okay, nothing from Strand Larson. Could be worse. I would like it to get a lot better in the second half. We can hope. I don't know what I'm going to do about the second half. Maybe I'll track it. Maybe I'll just let myself drown in poor results at the end. We do need to get the positivity back up on the channel. So hooray that Strand Larson hasn't scored and that's not stuck on my bench. Upon closer inspection, there was an update for my team. Semenyo got a yellow card, so he's suspended for next game week. Yep. One of those game weeks. On the plus side, looking at the positives, again, trying, that means that I won't have a benching headache because Semenyo will have to be benched. But I do also have Chris Wood, who potentially will not play. So this is how I feel. Done. So we are out for some dinner and I haven't looked at the second half scores. I did find out one before we left. What was it? There was something negative, Cunha has now got a brace, and Az went, Cunha brace, and I said, and he's had an assist, and he was so happy, and I was so sad, so that's been nice.
I feel bad because I decided today I was going to be like really nice company, you know, and not be how I was in the last video where I had to have loads of my stuff edited out because I was such a in such a bad mood.
Really bad.
But I've actually had quite a decent week so
That's
far,
good.
so which is nice.
I haven't told you about my transfers yet.
No, I have no idea what you've done. I've literally just got it. There's some full-time results. Brighton 2-1.
No. Oh, who scored for Bournemouth?
Oh, good news for you.
Who scored?
Strand Larsen assist.
I benched him. Who scored for Bournemouth? Who scored for Bournemouth?
No one of any relevance. Well, you benched Strand Larsen. You just transfer him out.
You just said Brighton 2-1. Good news for you.
Yeah, I'm just looking through. Oh no.
That's so. What are the rest? Because that's my first return of the game week, which is
Wolves won 4-1 in the end.
Jeez. What happened to Forest?
Forest lost 3-0. They scored, but a goal was disallowed in like the 88th minute.
Who scored?
I'd have been devastated by that. I don't know, it just says goal disallowed.
I could have done Trent to Gabriel this week. Double Arsenal defence back on the menu.
I mean, your defence was in a bit of a shambles when I looked at it last night. Did you make any defensive moves?
Nope.
What did you do? What did you actually do?
I did.
Yeah, two transfers.
Brendan Johnson out,
Okay.
which is good news because he's benched.
He's benched, yeah.
And then
I quite liked Brendan Johnson this week as well.
So as said to me, I said I think I'm going to do Brendan. I basically did the transfer. So I did the transfers I told you I wasn't going to do. I did Brendan Johnson to Salah, so I've got Salah for brunch tomorrow.
Are you taking Haaland out?
For Isak.
Oh, we're watching that game later. I've got him captain. You haven't got. Oh my god. Why did you do this to us?
Because we need to have opposite teams. But it's not going well so far for my team. But yeah, the suggested transfers to me were Trent to downgrade to someone and then bring in Saka, which I haven't done, which is annoying.
So you took out two players who are actually playing and left all of those defenders who aren't playing.
Yeah, but my defence next game week looks okay.
Okay.
So I thought I'll take the hit this week. I was going to take a -4. I mean, obviously with hindsight, I should have done Gabriel.
I mean, getting Salah and it was Isak.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty strong.
But I've got Wood and Strand Larsen. I've had too much fun with my team.
You played Wood and Ben Strand Larsen. Wood away at Arsenal over Strand Larsen at Fulham. Why?
It was obvious. I thought I was going to be. I thought I've seen all these people with double Arsenal defence, and I thought I'm going to be a hero.
Oh, because I would have said if you'd benched Wood and he'd scored, you'd have been devastated. But you've benched Strand Larsen, you love him as well.
Well, this is the problem. I had too much fun because I thought in my team I should have one fun pick. That's fine. I had Brendan Johnson, Strand Larsen, and Wood. That's too much.
You've been enjoying yourself too much.
Yeah, so now I wanted Wood for Ipswich, but I don't think I'm going to have him. And I think I'm going to downgrade him to João Pedro, who also got a goal and assist. Basically, every player got a goal and assist this week that I don't own.
Well, Kuna got 2 goals and assists.
On that note, bye.
You know, I said I was going to be in a really good mood today.
Yeah.
We're a bit late getting back. We're only going to make the second half, but I've got 3 attackers in this game, and Spurs are winning 2-0, so nothing from Haaland, captain, or Foden. Is Solanke involved in either Spurs goal? Of course he's not.
Oh, you still own Solanke?
Still got Solanke.
Oh no.
No.
See, I said it would be the most Spurs thing for them to. Oh, Ralph's doing a poo. It would be the most Spurs thing for them to lose against Ipswich.
Yeah.
And then win against City. I don't think they're going to keep the clean sheet. I think the dreams. Oh my God, it looks so funny. I think the dreams of a Porro clean sheet are long gone.
The hood looks like, you know, when you've got the lining in your coat.
Yeah,
looks like you've got that, but it's just your hair.
It's real fur. This is a complete aside, but I just had this salt and pepper squid with the spicy sauce, which I always have. I couldn't finish it. It was so spicy. And tomorrow we're doing the hot wings challenge.
And
I'm good with spice, and I couldn't do that. No. And we even said to the guys, "Oh, have you changed the sauce?" And they were like, "No."
He went back and was like, "Nope, it's the same one."
Same as it's always been.
Have you been teasing the hot ones challenge?
Pardon?
Have you been teasing the hot ones challenge?
No, not at all.
Oh, good.
Live on my channel later this week, so do watch that. As looks like. We've just gotten back and Pedro Porro has scored a goal. Pedro Porro has scored a goal. I have an attacking return and it's from my defender. If Porro keeps clean sheet. God, this is so good. I mean, in light of my whole game week. It's awful. Everything's terrible. But this, celebrate the small wins. And this is a big win. Haaland hit the crossbar. Hate to see it.
Oh, that is so close.
The plug is glued shut, so Az is currently trying to fix it with a knife. But Porro, goal and clean sheet.
That was an unmitigated disaster, that game. I knew it would be.
Goal and clean sheet. Can't believe it. Did transfer out Brennan Johnson, who scored. And earlier on in the vlog, I said a player like Brennan Johnson comes off the bench and scores. So I'm pleased for him. I'm sad that it's not in my team, but I've still got Salah captaincy to go tomorrow. Haaland, God, rough. I mean, Az has captained him. Luckily, you've had quite a good game week so far. But I don't know what's happened to City. When De Bruyne came on, I thought, there goes the clean sheet, because they seemed to kind of suddenly snap back into action. And then it was all downhill. I'm really happy. But we will see what goes on tomorrow. Good morning. We are in Borough Market. Az has just purchased his wings for this evening.
Look at them.
And
What's the place called? Wingham's. And I watched a video about Gordon Ramsay cooking chicken wings, and I bought some smoked paprika to do them properly.
the research Az has put into this is absolutely amazing. It's got little cocktail sticks with flags on, so we know which ones we're eating.
You're doing vegan, so I've got you some vegan.
Yeah,
vegan
you got
ones.
2 different types to make sure I had good ones. But you're quite, well, we're both really nervous about it. We've asked for some questions. We can do a bit of a Q&A when we go through them. And they look really good, actually. They're more discussion rather than, should I go for this player or this player? So that'll be fun. I don't know if we'll be able to get through them, though, because we're going to be so nervous.
I think we won't be doing the same style as the Hot Ones guy.
We'll be melting. But very funny and sad. Az woke up at 7 a.m. today, scared about not owning Salah.
It's pathetic.
So
This
the
is what this
stress
game does.
levels-
I just lay there for like, what, an hour and a half? Just like, he's going to kill me today, he's going to kill me today, he's going to kill me
I
today.
feel like he's going to blank, because the big hitters this season, I haven't had any luck with them. I just think he's been so hyped for this fixture. It's going to be classic FPL, but we will see. We're going for brunch now, and probably won't film too much, but I will definitely get Az's reaction during the Liverpool game.
Pray for me.
both
I
of
mean,
us.
you're already going to know the scores by the time you watch this, and it's not going to be good, but pray for me anyway.
12 o'clock and already on the beers. The coping mechanism has begun.
Start early.
Right, we're 57 minutes in and Liverpool are down 2-1. So I think now Salah is going to come out. It's going to be a resurgence. He's going to go on an absolutely mad
fan on my
one.
left, he's loving this.
Az is feeling quite good. I also feel good. So only one of us is going to be happy by the end of this.
You're feeling good.
Yeah, I think this is going to give them a boost.
Oh, right. I think they need to take Salah off. It's Champions League, big game in the week.
Absolutely
Are they
not.
making some subs? It won't be Salah.
It's not Salah coming off. Salah's just scored the worst goal in the world and he's my captain. How do you feel? 2-2. They've got plenty of time to win the game, the commentary has said. It's going to be 3-2. Another Salah goal. Salah brace. We are ready.
Is he off? He might be off.
Oh, F off. Apparently it's offside.
He might be off. Yes, it stands.
It stands.
Egyptian king. Having a good day.
Words?
No words. Just sadness.
Salah goal.
Christ, that's
Liverpool penalty. Soft penalty. Yeah, be careful.
oh, it is. Yeah, it is.
Penalty. So Liverpool have got a penalty. I'm a bit nervous because I don't think Salah's that good at penalties. However, we have an in-house Liverpool fan who says he disagrees. Az just went season over. If this penalty goes in...
I know, big talk.
Words?
I don't have any.
I'm nervous, I'm excited.
83% success rate. He's not going to miss it.
83% success rate. Okay, I captained Salah one time, maybe last season or the season before, and he missed a penalty, and I was distraught. Come on, Salah.
He's got a good haircut. That's the secret.
Yes! Yes! Penalty!
You get booked for that, though.
He's topless. He's topless. The abs are out. The abs are out. It's Salah and Pedro Porro, and I've got Isak to go tomorrow. The season's over, but the game week is not over. So random update. We accidentally got on the...
£5 taxi.
Oh, we'll get the train. We accidentally ended up at the wrong train station.
Oh my god, today.
And as said,
pain.
it's fine because we need to get a taxi. It's about 20 minutes, but it turns out it's going to be £45. He's not in a good mood. So we are waiting to get back to Hitchin, then we're going to do the hot wings challenge.
Should we see if there's a pub or something around here?
He wants to see if there's a pub. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. He's not in a good mood. I decided to whip out my vlog camera because I thought I'll just do a quick update. We're going to the pub. We have a 40-minute wait to our trains. We're in a pub.
It's a nice pub, to be fair.
As it's cheered up, he was like, "Can I get a pink gin and tonic?" And that has just livened his mood.
I feel better.
The face track is on you, by the way, so I'm...
Yeah, hi. I do genuinely feel better after the pink. The gin and tonic it's a nice little... But it is quite heavy, isn't it? I feel like I'm drinking a lot of Guinnesses.
Buzz.
I've got a little fruity buzz about me.
Do you want to share any thoughts? Any advice to any current Haaland captainers? Because you're holding, aren't you?
Yep.
He's a masochist. Sucker for pain.
I mean, I don't think Salah was great today, and I've posted that on Blue Sky, and people disagreed with me. Fair enough. That's your right. I think one goal would have been about right. Him getting two.
The penalty. I was saying to Az, I feel so hard done by penalties. So, for example, the start of last season, and Porro had a stupid successive amount of penalties in a row, and they just don't feel deserved. I know, but then this is the thing: you go for the penalty takers, don't you? So that if a penalty comes up, I'm drunk, but you've got a penalty. It's nice. Penalties, woo!
Penalty. It's frustrating because, like,
but Salah, it is frustrating. That goal he got.
Salah is clearly
he walked it in.
Clearly a better option than Haaland, but it is difficult when you've got to take a -4 to swap out a player. With Haaland's XG as it is, like, he is going to start scoring goals. He just is. He's not going to go the next 4 weeks without. But no, you would have said that for. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think one of the problems, because I got pressured into bringing in Haaland at the exact wrong time because Haaland was on this run. Everyone was saying.
You get pressured. He'd scored like 8 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, but I heard comments like, "How can you not have the best FPL asset in your team?" I thought, well, I'm an idiot, aren't I? That's pressure.
I mean, that's what people are saying to me now.
Well, exactly.
I miss those days. I miss that time when we
were at Craig David.
When you didn't have Haaland and we were at Craig David.
You were smug about Haaland's hat-tricks. I mean, also, Haaland got 2 hat-tricks in a row and I didn't own him. That was a tough time. I'd rather not recollect it because it was really hard to talk about. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm drunk. Help. I've got to eat 10 very hot wings later. Yeah, it's hard. I wouldn't really be in your position.
The thing is, I look at my team's fine. My team is absolutely fine, except for not having Salah.
You showed me your team earlier, and it looks so good.
Fine. Just doesn't have Salah. That's the only issue with it.
And also, in what world do you have Haaland and Palmer, and they don't do well?
Well, I think that was the thing. Is I should have got rid of Foden for Salah.
For Salah?
Because I could have done Trent out to Hall, fine, and then I either could have done Garnacho to Palmer or Foden to Salah.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah. And I did Garnacho to Palmer.
Mark Southerns, if you're watching, I blame you. You should have advised him.
I just thought Garnacho to Palmer was a better upgrade than Foden to Salah, and it wasn't.
I do think, no, to be fair, let's check this out in 4 weeks' time, which I will forget to do, but we're going to say it anyway. I think Palmer will outscore Salah in that period.
This is the thing. I couldn't have
38 game weeks.
I can't have both. The way my team shapes up, I can't have both Palmer and Salah.
Yeah, because you've got Haaland.
Yeah.
Who's a dead weight at the moment.
He is, I know. So it's do I get rid of Haaland?
But it could switch. So this was what my point was. This was what my point was a minute ago. The fact that Haaland was woohoo on a high, and then suddenly it's Salah. There's going to be another one in a couple of game weeks.
The thing is, I mean, we were watching the game last night. That turn and shot, and Haaland hits the bar. Say Haaland gets like 7 or 8 points.
As a non-Haaland owner, that was hard to watch.
It's okay. Like, if Haaland gets 7 or 8 points, it's fine, and Salah gets 12. I can take that. It's Haaland getting 2 points.
Yeah.
And Salah as the most popular captain getting 12 or 13. That is the killer.
Yeah.
Like, the captains. The reason why Salah is such a good option this season is because he's getting you that reliable captain thing, which is what Haaland was doing at the start of the season. That's the killer.
It's so hard. And hats off to Haaland and Salah owners at the start of the season. It was like, oh, you have to take away too much from your team. Yeah. Actually, you're the winners.
I mean, there'll be people that had Haaland and Salah at the start of the season and then got rid of Haaland, before that Bournemouth game, and spread the. That's what Praz did.
Oh, Praz can do no wrong.
And it's like, yeah, fair enough. Now you look at Praz's team and he's got Salah, Saka, Palmer, Isak, Fernandes. And
I do wish you were more like Praz.
I wish I was more like Praz. I love you, Praz. But also I hate you. I want you to know that. I hate you, but I love you.
And on that note, we're going to get our train.
Has asked me to do a bit of recording while she's upstairs filming with FPL Have a Beer.
We're 80 minutes into the Newcastle game. Isak scored, but he was just offside. It would have been a Hall assist, which would have been nice for me. I've got Hall, she's got Isak. Lovely finish from Isak, but yeah, he was just offside. And then West Ham scored, completely against the run of play. It's been all Newcastle. West Ham scored from a corner. What's interesting is Hall is on some corners, which I didn't know when I bought him, so that's nice. He has lost his clean sheet though. That didn't take long. I think 9 minutes and he lost it. West Ham looked ropey at the back. I'm sure Isak will get something out of this game. So, yeah, Hall versus Isak I don't think is going to go in my favour, but it never was it? 20 minutes in, 1-0 West Ham. Isak just missed a one-on-one. Big chance. Should have scored. Missed it. 40 minutes in. It's not the best game. Hall's played well. Isak should have scored. Hall. Yeah. 1-0 West Ham.
I just finished recording with Gary from FPL Have a Beer, and it was
Oh
my goodness. West Ham just scored their second goal.
2-0 West Ham.
No one saw this coming, did they? When we all decided to bring in Isak. Poor you with your
Whistle.
But FPL Have a Beer was so much fun, as is going to go on in a few weeks. But I think my one will be out in about 2 weeks' time, so do subscribe.
2 weeks?
2 weeks' time. Well, he's got a backlog of guests at the moment. It was really interesting. Looking forward to you going on it. Game week is over. I have had a green arrow, 500k green arrow, which would be great if my rank wasn't awful. So I'm at 3.1 million from 3.6, which is nice. Worryingly, I'm catching up to you,
I know.
which isn't good for you. It's nice for me. Isak did blank, which is disappointing. So I was really excited about having him in my team, but I'm happy to have him as a long-term hold as long as he stays fit. And from what I gather, from what Az was saying, he was quite unlucky to not get anything, because he looked really good at the start. I will see the highlights and judge for myself.
I can't believe they lost that game.
But it does sound like he did well. And also, yeah, to lose against West Ham, but also for West Ham to keep a clean sheet. That's 2 Fabianski clean sheets on my bench, which is mad. Thank goodness Raya got the clean sheet this week as well, because I'd be really annoyed about that. But maybe Fabianski is one to consider for the starting 11, especially if I do go double Arsenal defence, then I can use Fabianski as my keeper if I'm worried that those clean sheets are going to get destroyed. But that's stuff to think about later. This week on my channel I will be uploading my team selection and also our Hot Ones challenge. We've only just recovered, haven't we?
Well, I haven't recovered.
No, as his hand is still burning, which you have to be careful what he touches.
Apparently it's an actual condition. What did I say it was called?
It's a syndrome.
I've got a syndrome from these peppers. Hoonan hand syndrome I've got, which is my hand just randomly just keeps burning. Apparently the chili is under my skin and it just flares up every now and then.
It affected you a lot worse, but we were not good. I drank a pint of milk. You'll see it in the video, so do subscribe if you would like to not miss out on that. Any last words? You've had a tough game week.
Just, all we can do is our best, and sometimes our best isn't good enough.